little thingy was, it unlike yesterday, I guess maybe because I was filming the Halloween decorations. I thought maybe it's because I accidentally popped out the battery and then popped the battery back in. Like maybe it wasn't going to do this recovering data shit anymore, but today it did. And then the little thing was going wonkada 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 wonkada. So that's what I was doing before before I turned on the camera, and I just decided to continue here on Tuesday, October the 29th at 12:22 p.m. 12:22 p.m. I got to come home from Parks and Rec an hour early today. But basically it's getting to be that time of year where he's trying to find stuff for us to do, because he's trying to, especially as part-timers, he's trying to hold on to us for as long as possible. Next week it sounds like we're going to start clearing out the, he's ordered a dumpster, and we're going to be cleaning out the shop. So that's something to look forward to. I guess tomorrow we're going to go look at the stuff at Cave Hollow that's stored out there in the shed out there. So today I went and did trash with Charles, and believe you me, when I got to the when I got to the soccer field, I put on a pair of motherfucking gloves, because I'm like, I do not trust this fucker. Even though the ones out at Cave Hollow, the ones out at Cave Hollow were the ones that had a lot of bees or yellow jackets or whatever the hell they are around them. So that was somewhat terrifying. So it's kind of like, and Charles, well, he did end up getting stung on the hand by one, but that was up when we were trying to dump the truck into the dumpster. Is when he got stung. Those fucking yellow jackets. That's what Peter calls them anyway. So I don't know. I looked them up online, and that seems to be what they look like. So yeller jackets in the cave holler, down in the holler where the folks are real, something pizza tonight. I don't know. Down in the holler where the folks are real, something little bitty. I don't know. It's remix. Waka waka remix. Mashup. I'm mashing because I don't know the fucking words. So we're just gonna go with what comes out, you know. But anyway, so yes, and I ended up well today at regular work. I stayed until 8 to pick up my new Eliquis. My new Eliquis. And I was I was intending to just kind of, sit in the break room and like charge my phone, whatever. That didn't happen because at the last minute I ended up getting involved in the bread mod, which I thought the bagels were their own like 2-section thing, but it turns out they were just the first 2 sections of the bread mod. D was working on it, but of course it's one of those that it never fits the way that it says it should. Like you have to cut a facing from here, cut a facing from there to make shit fucking work, and it's just so annoying. It takes so much extra fucking time to like try to figure out like which one should you leave this 2 facings, or I don't know, because some of them, like there was some that with like 8 facings I think, but they were like their weekly average was like 131, so I'm like, well, I guess I should leave that 8 facings maybe, or at least cut it down to 7. I don't know. But I worked on it up until pretty much like 10 till 8, and I had to go, and unfortunately D was not done with it yet. We were pretty much down to the last 2 sections, and I think got the first 3. I think I got the first 3 shelves set. So she just had like the bottom 3, so at least it was half. I only left her half of that section, but it's like, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta get my Eliquis, and I gotta jet and get ready to go to my other job. Unfortunately, I mean, if I get laid off, for the winter, I guess I won't have to worry about that anymore. But I'll probably, if I get laid off at Parks and Rec, I'll probably look for a second part-time job somewhere doing something. But maybe the hours could be a little bit more, I mean, not that the hours are bad, 9 to 1. Of course, if I stay, later than that. But, like, I could maybe do something on the weekends, too, maybe. Pick up a couple hours on Saturday. Not that I would really want to, work on my Saturday. Or my Friday evening, maybe. It'd be nice to just have the weekend to just do whatever, not have to worry about working. Because then it would be like I was working every single fucking day, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes, I guess. So we'll cross that bridge when I get laid off, if I get laid off. But Gabe said he's going to try to keep stuff to do so that he can keep us as long as possible, is what he said. So we'll see how that works out. But yes. Anyway, so now we have the question of the day. And you know what? I forgot to mention, like, three doors down? No. Nickelback. I don't know. Flyleaf. I'm just naming off naming off rock bands right now. 3 Doors Down. Saving Grace, isn't that one of them? Something like that. What's the other one? Breaking Benjamin. That's the other one I'm trying to think of, I think. But anyway. Yes. 3 or 4 videos ago, I want to say today's maybe 304, we hit 300. 300 of these fucking videos. I think I may have miscounted at some point. I don't know. I'm bad at math. Because I was trying to figure out, when I hit 300, I'm like, okay, how many days do I have left? And I think I counted up 66 days left. And I should only have 65 days left. Because there's 365 days in a year. So, I may have fucked up my numbering somewhere. But, so we did reach, we're past the 300 threshold. Of course, we're almost in the last 2 months of the year, so I guess that was to be expected. But anyway, let's find out what the 29th, I almost said 28th. I'd have to talk about how much I hate people again. I did 28. 29. What scares you the most about life? Well, most recently, fucking yellow jackets. I don't want to get stung again. My hand just burned. Oh my god, it burned. That was not pleasant. That was not pleasant. What scares me the most about life? Doing new things, I would say, definitely. Meeting new people, going out in the world, and, like, I'm pretty settled in where I work. But like the thought of getting a new job, like, terrifies me. Like, even if it's just a part-time job, whatever. Like, will I be any good at it? Like, I don't know if I could do fast food. I really don't know if I could do fast food, because it's supposed to be fast, and I'm, like, not. Like, I have to think, and then I have to rethink, and then I have to overthink, and then I have to re-overthink. Like, how many pickles go on the sandwich? I mean, I guess people complain about people getting their fast food orders wrong all the time. So, I mean, maybe me fucking everything up wouldn't be that big of a deal. Or even, like, cashiering, like, which button do I push for which sandwich? Like, I mean, maybe it's more simple. Maybe I'd get behind the cash register, or maybe I'd get behind, the counter making the sandwiches, and it wouldn't be as bad as I think. Maybe I'd catch on like that, and it wouldn't be a problem, but I don't know. I know for, like, as many times, like, I've worked HBA a lot now, and pharmacy, and I'm kind of getting to know, like, what kind of products go in which aisle, so that way that I can separate them out better when I'm, like, throwing them in shopping carts or whatever. But as far as knowing, like, where each specific item is, it's like I know the lotions are over here, and the deodorant's over here, and then, like, the wet wipes are down at the end of the aisle, and over here it's that's the soap and the body wash, I think, and then it goes into the shampoo in the next aisle down. And then there's, like, at the end of that aisle with the soap, there's, like, the bath salts and stuff. If you want to turn into not a vampire, a zombie, or whatever. I'm flashing, so I feel like I should probably plug myself in here. Look at my titties. Look at my titties. Look at my titties. Such nice titties. So nice little titties. Let me fall into the chair. And here we go. Here we go. Now we're back. Now we're ready to go, except for I'm not in focus, but that's fine. So the thought of doing new things, being around new people, I guess, like, you know, it's pretty terrifying, you know, learning how to do something new. I mean, you know, I worked where I've worked for like 18 years now, so I'm pretty settled in where I am. Am I still like fucking sideways? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty scary. I mean, public speaking, like being the center of attention, like it just, I don't like it. Like, I mean, I know I'm doing videos on YouTube, so that sounds maybe, I don't know, that doesn't maybe click, but at least here, like I'm talking to a camera, like I'm talking to you. Hello, thank you for watching. I'm talking to you, the viewer, through the camera, but technically I'm talking to the camera, so it's like not, I don't know, you know, not quite the same, because it's like, there's a disconnect, I guess, in some ways, as people would say. Even though I think we can still make a connection. I mean, y'all can leave comments and say your face is ugly. You know what I mean? Like, get that booger out your nose, or whatever it is that you wanted to say. You know, like now I'm gonna be concerned. There's a booger in my nose. There probably is. You know, do like that. But yeah, like face to face, like it's just so much more awkward for me. You know, like there's just so much more pressure, I guess, when it's like you're talking, because right now I'm talking to you and you're not responding, so I can just say as much as I want and never shut the fuck up, which we know I can do in these videos. You know, it's not like, you know, leaving room to breathe for the other person to respond and have like a conversation, you know, it's not just like me all the time, you know, so, I don't know, there's just a lot more pressure when it's in person, you know, kind of thing, but that's what that is. Like pain, I don't really like, you know, like getting stung by the yellow jacket the other day. It's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of, like, you know, I mean, heaven forbid, I'm not speaking this into the universe or anything like that. Like, if I were to have a heart attack, let's not say that very loud, like, I don't know, I've read online, I guess it's not really as much pain, like a sharp pain in your chest or whatever. I guess sometimes you feel a pain in your arm, I don't know, but it's like shortness of breath and like heavy breathing, and I don't know, it's just, I mean, that doesn't sound fun either, but you know, like, I don't want to experience that. I don't want to go through like having blood clots sucked out of me again either. Like, at least the scar is still, you know, there in my pelvis, so that they'll know, oh, that's where we went in last time, let's just cut right here again. You know, they have a marker, I guess, entry point. But it's like, I don't really want to do that again. It's like, you can knock me out, it's fine. I don't know. I'd rather not go through that again. That wasn't really, I mean, painful. I don't know, I felt like pressure every once in a while when they were, I don't know. It's just uncomfortable, and sometimes, I mean, you know, maybe too much information here, but it's like sometimes, like, I could feel the tube going through me, like, especially when it was like here near my heart, like I could feel it was weird, like I could feel the tube, like, worming its way through the veins and stuff. It was weird. And I was like, let's not. Oh, can we not? But you can come back. I'm done. I'm not giving out too much information anymore or anything. So, you know, I mean, I guess it's kind of scary, the thought of, like, you know, I don't mean to bring this all the way down or anything, but, you know, like, like being gone, you know what I mean? Not being around anymore, because I enjoy life. I like my, other than, you know, working and never having enough money for any, you know, like stressing out about, you know, paying bills and shit. Not very much fun, but like you know, I enjoy life. I like, you know, like even pulling weeds at the community center yesterday. Like some people would, you know, they'd have, oh, I gotta have my tunes, whatever. But it's like I was just like sitting there pulling weeds, listening to the sound of like the wind, you know, blowing through the leaves and stuff. And it was just like nice and peaceful and tranquil. And it's like, you know, like I like being alive. I like being here. So, you know, the thought of not being here, I suppose, is a little scary, especially since, you know, we don't really know what happens after you're gone. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions, but that doesn't make them fact. You know, so not really quite sure how that works, but I'm not no hurry to find out. No hurry to find out whatsoever. So, I mean, I guess I'm a little, you know, a little more scared of that this year than I was last year, or even a couple months ago. You know, concerned, a little concerned there, but I don't know. Like I don't know how far I can, because apparently I was already lucky, and I don't know how far I can push my luck. You know, like I don't know. So, so I suppose that is fairly scary, not knowing, you know, what comes after. You know. And yellow jackets. I have a new fear of yellow jackets now. I'm like, I don't want to get stung again. I don't know. So that's pretty much it. What I can think of. You know. Oh my goodness. Cut my fingernails so I can do that. But anyway, I already forgot what I made. Oh, the rice, the 4-cheese rice. That's what I've got in there, ready to go. And it's still 12:39. I should be at Parks and Rec for 20 more minutes at least. So it's kind of, I mean, it's less money, but it's kind of nice to have the freedom at the same time. Like, you know, to just kind of like have an extra hour to like relax and have to myself, you know, instead of like, oh, just right back to work, whatever. Come home, you know, eat something, fall asleep, go back to work, you know, come home, maybe snack a little something, doze off, go back to work, you know, the endless tirade of adultery bullshit. Adultery bullshit is slightly different, I think. I feel like that might be slightly different. But anyway. Pecan Joe. But anyway, I guess that's probably enough fear and fear factor. Fear is not a factor for you. That's what they used to say when they would win Fear Factor. I did find out that apparently, and it came straight from R.L. Stine, there's going to be a new Fear Street movie next year, I think it is, on Netflix. So, yay, looking forward to that. I'd like to see him do like the whole seniors series, maybe. You know, that would be kind of cool. But, I mean, I guess if you already know. It's been so long since I read the books, I wouldn't remember who died and who lived. Anyway, out of that whole series. It was like a series of 12 books. He released one a month for a year. And it was like, you know, the Fear Street Seniors. I've talked about it before, so you may or may not want to hear it again. I don't know, but there it is. But anyway, I'm going to go enjoy my extra 20 minutes now that I don't have to make a video, or now that the video's made, and all of my responsibilities, or however it is that they Tommy Pickles said it on Deal or No Deal, whatever the fuck show he was on, I don't know. So I can just go enjoy the rest of the afternoon, or fall asleep, which is probably what's going to happen. But anyway, and I'll see you for what I see you.